Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We have Hayley back in the house. Whoop, whoop. Hayley is actually going to see RuPaul's RuPaul's Drag Race tour, the season 2 tour, which, in my opinion, and I think it's saying you have the same opinion, is
the best one.
The best one. It's the best one. It's got our favourite drag queens in. So we're going to make it a set of press-on nails for going to RuPaul's Drag Race
tour.
Up
in Newcastle.
Well, yeah.
There you are.
So let's get cracking with the knocking. These are Hayley's nails. Tragic. Bit of red nail polish. Red polish.
She's got a stockroom full of gel polish.
Yeah, and she's got red nail polish.
She's horrible, isn't she?
Right, so she's going to have press-ons on. So yeah, we're going to make them, but we need to check that they fit first, don't we? So I'm just going to show you what I'm going to be using as our press-on nails. So I'm going to be using the Max Estrada's E-NailCoutre. These are the double XL French stilettos. And now they do lots of different styles in these. They do 1, 2, 3 go nails. They're made from gel. And the reason we're going to use these ones isn't for the design, it's for the fit. Because yes, we've already had a little look at these and checked what's going to fit Hayley's curvature of her nail, because there are some that have got a really high apex, because these are actually designed to have gel on the inside and then you press them down and the gel flows to the front of the nail and then you cure it and then you could have ta-da French nail. That's not what we're going to do today with them. We're going to use them as press-ons, so Hayley can use like a sticky pad under here to stick them down. So we need to check that they fit the side walls, side to side, just like that. I mean, they look gorgeous just like that, don't they? But we need to make them fabulous because they need to be drag queen style-y. Are you doing a meet and greet, or are you just doing...
No, not this time. I was too nervous last time. I was really shy.
Did you? And you did a meet and greet?
Yeah, I was just like,
oh yeah, bye. Were they all there? As in Bimini,
no, there was
Taste,
Sahara, Lawrence, just the 4 of them.
Bimini not there?
Bimini, oh, sorry, yeah.
There was
Taste, Bimini, Ahara and Lawrence, yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
I love Taste. He's my favourite. She is my favourite.
Yeah.
Them. They, them. All the pronouns. So I've checked that they fit side to side and it hasn't got a super high apex. If it got a super high apex, then it would leave too much of a gap between the nail and the nail tip. And then how's she going to put it on? She'd have to put about 5 sticky pads on just to get them to stick on. So that's something you need to think about when you're using the jelly tips. You know, these sort of gel tips, 1, 2, 3 go, or other brands. You need to make sure if you're using them as a press-on tip that they haven't got a really super high apex. Okay, these fit really nice. So that's what we're going for. So because we're not going to use this design, what we are going to do is we're going to buff this off. So I want to get rid of the design. Don't get me wrong, we could try to use it in the design, but we've already got that planned in my brain. In the brain. And you can see that buffing that will remove that French smile line. So if you were going to have these exact nails on as a 1, 2, 3 go system using the gel to put them on, you would still need to top coat them. If you didn't top coat them, become untop coated. If you didn't, then this is going to wear. So you can see that this will wear away. So they do need top coating. So let's take that off. We're going to do this on all of them. So we now have a nice platform to work on with the design. We did a video yesterday and we used all the sticky stuff that I used to stick my tips down. So Hayley came up with a fabulous idea.
Are you using my expensive gaffer tape?
Yeah.
Oh, this is like really expensive gaffer tape.
Hey, it's good though, it works.
That's because it's expensive.
It works a treat. I've even cut up a tube and stuck them on. Just rolled that gaffer tape and it works a treat.
We can get them off.
Oh no, God, yeah, can you imagine? Right, so I'm going to show you how we did it anyway. So we got that off gaffer tape. So this is for those of you that haven't got the double-sided sticky tape stuff that I normally use. Go into your dad's garage, find his most expensive gaffer tape. We want it slightly longer, so it's like an oblong. I always find oblong a really weird word. Yeah, I find it a little bit offensive.
And it's not the same as a rectangle either, I've heard. I used to think an oblong and a rectangle were the same thing, but
Are they not?
I've been told that they're not.
They're not?
Yeah.
What's different then?
I don't know, but I will find out because I've got Google.
Stick it on the back, get your tube, and then we're just going to stick that down. So now I can work on these without having to stick them onto Hayley's nails and then work on them. So I can work on them as freely as I want to. We were talking about what drag queens to do, and Hayley's favourite drag queens are Bimini Bamboo Lash, and Ahura. So I was like, I want some fan art. So I looked and we found a guy on Instagram called Rick Draws Things, and he does lots of different drag queens and other things as well. Great illustrator. So we're going to do this one of Ahura. And what I've done is, that's Taste, I just did that because I love Taste. So, and this is Bimini. Let me go across to, there's Bimini. So I've cropped them because that's what we're going to put on the nail.
Colours are great, aren't they?
Colours are gorgeous. I love the movement of the hair and everything. Oh, the makeup's just like, wow. And that's the section that we're going to use on the other hand. So it'll be 2 videos. One video will be Bimini and the other video will be Ahura. Now for this Ahura image, I remember this outfit like you would, because it was when she walked out,
the NHS,
and
wasn't it?
yeah, and the arms were back,
Yeah.
and then she went BAM, and they were all these ruffles, and it was just like the whole like shape of the outfit was just amazing.
She knows what she's doing.
Oh God, yeah, she's like a style icon, but so's Bimini. So the mask is
Glitter.
yeah, all glitter with the red lips and everything like that. So we're going to do this set first of all. Excited. Completely inspired by this fan art. So we'll start with the middle one. It is tiny. And then we'll move part of the design sort of onto this as well. So we get some of the hair onto the other nails on the index and the ring finger as well. But this is going to be the centre point. So I'm going to use our clean-up solution. I'm going to wipe over that nail just so it's nice and clean. So we're going to use the base coat because we're going to have great adhesion. We want them to last, so you can wear them again, for any future events that you go to. Because this won't be the first RuPaul Drag Race show that you've been to, is it?
No, this is me. It'll be my 3rd at my grand old age of 38.
Right, I'm going to put a little bit of base coat on here to clean my brush. So I'm going to use a selection of brushes. So we have the Cassidy Detailer, the Meako Gel, the Lily Liner, the Meako Aqua, and the Messy Nessy. Lots of different styles of brushes. Okay, for lots of different things, you see. All the things that we're going to do today. I'm going to start by laying out, if we look at this kind of shape and the face and the neck here, okay? I could just put this dark blue on straight away. But then I've got to cover it, haven't I? I'm much better putting the lighter colours on first and then adding this blue. And it's not going to be exactly the same. I'm going to do it as close as I possibly can. Got a little bit of clean up solution in a dampened dish there as well. Right, okay, so we're going to have Isac. Ness.
Oh, it's beige.
Beige Dave.
Ruth.
Then we've got Cola, Fynn and Griff. And we'll use Whiteout and Void as well, which are black and are white. So I'm going to pop, first of all, my skin toned colours onto here. So this one's like, it's a warmer, peachier nude, I would say. Then we've got a bit of Cola. Beige Dave. Beige Dave. So we're going to start the face, top of the face there. So we'll want to go at least halfway with the face, yeah? So the eye's going to be there. Top of the face there. Neck and shoulder. So what I'm going to do now is use the Meako Gel brush. I'm going to force the product through that brush and then I'm going to now fill in this shape. So it's much easier to sort of like map that out first of all and then fill it in rather than kind of like doing it all at once. We want 2 coats of this colour to cure that. So I'm going to do a second coat, nice and thin. Right, so I'm going to use Beige Dave because it's slightly lighter just to highlight through here. And then we're going to take the excess off and then feather it a little bit. So you're feathering the edges. And I'm going to create a little bit of a highlight on the neck here and on that shoulder. Right, let's cure that. Right, so now what I'm going to do is get a bit of Cola and we want some of the base coat mixed in that. So it goes like a transparent colour. And I'm just going to test it on here first. It's just going to give you a shadow. And we're going to do the same here. So you see why you need it transparent? Because it's just like a bit of bronzy.
You did nails for taste, didn't you?
Yes.
Was it glass ones?
Yeah, glass nails with crystals on and everything like that. And yeah, they were like a bit they got bubbles on them and things like that. He called them alien spunk.
Oh!
Yeah, he said they were alien spunk nails.
Oh!
For a blonde bombshell hair.
Got a bit of Nessy.
Yeah, bit of Isac, bit of Nessy. And I'm going to do like I did before, frame it. So we frame it with a lighter colour. So we're going to frame where the hair's going to come from. So it's quite a bonnet. It's very a boof. So I'm using the Messy Nessy Brush. So that's the outline done. Then we're going to go back to the Meako Gel brush and then we can fill in that area. So we're going to do 2 thin coats of that colour. What is it about Ahura that you love so much?
Well, it's the costumes. I know they don't like calling it costumes, so it's not a costume.
Fashion, darling. Fashion.
Yeah. I don't know, I thought she was just great in the show. I think she could have got a lot further than what she did. She should have been in the final.
Yeah, I think so. She should have
been. Ellie Diamond, as amazing as she is.
You didn't think she should have been in the final?
I don't think she should have been in the final, no.
No, I think Ahura was very good.
She did great in all of the challenges.
It should have been Ahura, Tace, Bimini and Lawrence.
But it's not our show though, is it?
It's not
our show.
And we always get it wrong, don't we?
Yeah.
We always like, oh yeah.
We always get it wrong.
We know who's going to win, yeah. And Sam, we know who's going to win. And then we're like, what? Like, how did we, like, Crystal Versace won the last one? We were like, eh?
Oh, it's so young.
We thought Alabade might have won it.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. What do we know, eh?
What do we know?
What do we know?
What do we know?
Get RuPaul on the phone.
I know. We want to know why. Bimini.
What's the
Why
reasons
we want to know
why?
why Bimini didn't win.
Yeah.
And we want to know why Alabade didn't win.
Yeah. What's the thinking behind it?
What is it that they have to have? Because you've got to have something, haven't they? Something that we aren't looking at.
That we're not getting.
Because we're getting it wrong.
Yeah, we're getting it wrong every time.
I mean,
even the American ones, I always get them wrong.
do you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so second coat. A lot easier to do your second coat because you've already got it there. You've already got it mapped out. I love the outfits. I love the hair, the nails, the attitude, the drama.
Yeah, it was good that season.
Definitely the best season. The UK ones, definitely. Right, so we're using that darker colour, which is Isac. And we're just adding, it's kind of like a shadow, but it's a coloured shadow.
Looks like ice cream. Oh my god, it's tea or coffee.
It's tea or coffee?
It's what?
Tea or coffee?
It's ice cream cone.
Tea or coffee?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Drag queen.
All right. There's a drag queen called Tea or Coffee.
Tea or coffee.
I always
Tea
thought
or
it was
coffee?
Tia Maria. Like, oh, she was like Tia Maria.
I'm going to mix a little bit of Eden, which is one of our khaki colours, and we just need the tiniest bit. We're mixing a little bit of Isac in with it. You get a lovely colour. When I looked at this picture, I was like, that's a bit green. Like, it's, if you look at these lines, they're like a greeny yellow. So we're going to go with it. Like it. So I'm using the Cassidy Detailer because it's a little bit longer than the Messy Nessy. Messy Nessy is finer, but not as long. And I just wanted the length to be able to get this kind of movement.
I think we got our colour spot on.
I know, it's good. It's just good match, that.
She knows what she's doing. She knows what she's doing.
It was a complete fluke. I feel like it needs another one there. Yeah, and here. Yeah, a bit happier. Maybe another one there. A bit crazy, aren't I?
You
Well, I said it wouldn't be exactly the same, you know.
No, you've got to go with what you feel.
I'll put my own interpretation.
Interpretation? All the articles today are about meatloaf, and they're all trying to figure out what he meant when he said he won't do that. They're all late at the party because we did that a few weeks ago, didn't we?
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah.
We know. Fynn, so we're going to use some Fynn.
Something.
Some Fynn, a little bit of Fynn, some Fynn.
Who's Fynn again?
Fynn is my nephew.
Oh.
Yep. And then we're going to use Griff. He was my boyfriend. I think naming a gel polish after your boyfriend is actually really... It's like having a tattoo of your boyfriend's name.
Really?
It could be like...
But you're still a really good friend, right? Well, obviously.
What do you mean? I'm still with him.
Oh, that Griff. Oh. Well, I thought... Oh my god, I got really confused there.
Oh yeah, you stay confused. Yeah. Griff is my boyfriend.
Yeah, that's
And
it.
still is my boyfriend.
sorry.
But what I'm saying is, imagine if we split up and I've got a gel polish named after him.
Yeah.
I hope you'd be scrapping that name.
Ah.
Right, so I've got a map out now. If we look at this, so we've got the eye, and then we've got the mask of the lips and the eyebrow. Now, the first thing I'm going to lay down is the eyebrow and then this line of the mask. Because if we look from the chin, halfway is the mask, and then again, yeah? So this is just shorter than halfway. So that's going to give us a good guide to where everything else is going to be. So if we know that the mask, who's behind the mask? And then we're going to go just shy of halfway. We'll be out there. Yeah, so we know that's going to go there. Let's get my Messy Nessy Brush. Go into Cola to do this eyebrow, which comes quite to the corner here. It's one fierce brow, that is. Very dramatic. Let's edge the mask. I'm going to fill this in. Look how pigmented this is. Right, let me just cure them a sec. There's no going back now, it's being cured. There's no going back.
I think it looks great so far.
So a little bit of white out, and this is going to help me sort of map out this eye. The white of the eye almost touches the edge of the face. Go a little bit lower than that. So we need room for the colour, liner. And once you're happy with the placement, you can add more gel and neaten up that shape a little bit. Right, I'm going to, before I do the rest of this eye, I want to have a little bit of Griff and a little bit of base coat. Because I kind of want to put a bit of highlight through this as well. I don't even know if you can see that on camera, but I can see it.
See what?
The highlight.
Yeah, you can.
Right, so let's get a little bit of the blue, a little bit of Fynn. I just want to add that here, add that here. Sounded like I was adding a ear. Just cure that, some more of that little mixture of Griff and base coat. Just going to flash cure that with my little portable lamp. Void is our black, and it's like the blackest black you ever did see in gel polish, obviously. I'm going to use the Messy Nessy brush because that's the finest brush. We've got proper like exaggerated wing. I do like an exaggerated flick.
I do love doing your eye makeup over anything. I do.
Oh yeah, definitely. Right, we need a blue pupil. What we're going to do is fill in this background with colour, but we also need to add the lips. Now, get the lips super red. Because if what I want to do is see what this looks like directly over the blue, I think it will go too dark. If it does, then what we will do is we'll do it in white first. A little bit darker, I think. So, we're going to get some white. I'm going to draw out these over-exaggerated lips. And fill that in. Flash cure that. See now when we go on with the red, see how bright it is now.
Oh yeah.
because it's sat directly over the white.
So even if you've done 2 coats of the other red, it'll still be
Well,
quite
you
dark.
could have done, but we'll get away with just doing 1 coat now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it would have built up a bit, but it would have been slightly darker. Put that in. So I've got a little bit of the void mixed with black. Create a little bit of a shadow. Let's cure that. Right, so now we've done that, we've done the eye. Oh, do you know what we can do with that bit of shadow colour we've mixed with the base and the black? We can add that very skinny shadow that's on top of the eye. And I know it's like the tiniest thing, and I bet you're thinking that was pointless. I think it is. It's those little things that make all the difference.
Yep.
Now, let's do this background. We've got Diesel. And then we've also got Loyal, which is a glittery. It's like a navy, but it's also got a purple tone to it as well. So I'm like, I want to use these 2 colours for our backgrounds today. So I think I'm going to use Diesel to go around the edge of this and incorporate Loyal into the other nails as well. So I obviously can't just use the brush. I mean, we could probably put a little bit here, but it's going to be difficult, isn't it? So I'm going to get the brush and do it with the brush because it's much easier and more precise. Right, I'm going to do another coat of this. Right, I'm going to top coat this one because... Sorry, excuse Hayley just blowing her nose in the bathroom. But I'm just going to top coat now. If you would be so kind. Just shut up, Hayley.
What?
Yeah.
Nothing.
We're just making a video, you know.
Oh, sorry. Blow my nose. Sorry.
It's alright. Just told the world, that's all. I'm sure you're fine with that. You don't care.
What, that I blew my nose?
Yeah. Well, I told them because it was quite apparent that there was somebody blowing the nose.
Huge nose.
Get that one nail down. I think it looked better. I do think it looked better matte.
I think it would look better matte as well.
It would look far better matte.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's just because this kind of painting always looks better when it's matte.
It does.
Because you don't get the reflection from the light, but I don't know.
It looks
I
nice.
always prefer gloss over matte.
I know.
But yeah, I know what you mean about the light.
Yeah.
It is good though, Kirsty.
Oh, thank you.
You clever little.
Right, so the other nails, we've got the thumb and the index finger there. So this index finger, what we're going to do is we're going to put the blue on. We're going to put a bit of hair. Oh, and a bit of shoulder each. A bit of shoulder
Well,
each.
her wings.
Yeah, so
What's it called?
that's what it's called.
It's called.
Yeah. I think we just need a bit of that blue there.
And some ruffles. Yeah, I think so. And then bling the rest.
Yeah. So let's get, this is Fynn. So I've put that line there so I can kind of work up to that. I'm going to do 2 coats of those colours. Right, so what I'm going to do now is mix some Fynn and some Diesel to get a slightly darker shade. And then we're going to go slightly darker again, so I'm going to add some more of the Diesel. Maybe a little bit more Diesel because I can't even tell the difference.
Some more on the pad.
Yeah, please. Cool that. A little bit more diesel. Then this is just diesel. And then we want some Griff. So if I'll show you what I'm kind of looking at. So you see these parts here, these sort of lines of colour, that's what I've been inspired by. Then I want to do these little lines as well. So I'm going to do them in Griff because that's our palest blue. Yeah, so I think that kind of goes, and it's just picking up those different parts of the design, or the illustration. Let's top coat this as well now. So with the thumb, we're going to do a full nail design, and we're going to put some lips on as well. And we're also going to put some glitter. How magical is that? I'm going to start with some Fynn. Who was it? Who was it that kept copying?
Horrors.
Yeah, copied copied this Meako.
Sister.
Bag
of chips. Fish and chips, sorry.
Yeah.
In the carton.
So, second coat of this. Let's edge this now, and then once we put the darker blue, once we put diesel around the edge of this, we can go in with the brush from the bottom, and it'll be a lot easier. And this is going to keep everything nice and crisp. So if we try to do these shapes with the brush from the bottle, it wouldn't quite be as neat. It'd be more difficult as well, and who wants things that are difficult? You know what I mean?
See, I just go over the edges all the time. Terrible at painting.
Second coat.
What are you thinking?
Well, I want to do the lips, but I'm just thinking about putting some of them lips on. Maybe I'll put them on the other ones. So I could potentially put a set of lips on it. I think painting it on would be more drama, and then we'll use the stickers on another nail. And I'm going to use the brush to take away some out the middle, because if I take away some of that pale white out the middle, when we put the red on, it should be darker in that section. In my head, that works. Works a treat in my head. So the red we're using, it's 09, I think that is.
Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica.
Yeah, so as I've gone over with the red, where I took away the white, you can see how it's darker, and it adds shading.
Has it worked?
Yeah, it's worked. Yay. Right, what I'm going to do is top coat this. Right, so we're going to take top coat now. This is where we do our magic trick and go ta-da. Right, I'm going to pick up some of the top coat, and this is what you want to do, is just go around the lips. So don't go on the lips, around the lips and onto that shape, which is like kind of like a mask, because we're taking inspiration from Ahora's painted on mask. You're just going on the mask. So fill in, and then we're going to use this Lucente ultrafine blue glitter. Right, so we're going to sprinkle the glitter onto the wet top coat. Tap off the excess. Don't worry about it being everywhere at the minute. Pop that into the lamp, give it a cool. Then we're going to dust off the excess. Get my stiffer brush now. We give it a spray with some Prep and Clean and wipe that over.
Those lips look great.
They do look good, don't they? Considering I haven't had to add any light shading. It's like turned out quite cool. I like it. I like the contrast of the shiny and the glitter as well. 2 more nails to go. Now on this one, I want to sort of do this section. So I'm inspired by this sort of like corset, kind of ruffly.
Yeah, because wasn't that what? It was like metal plates, wasn't it? From the original.
Was it?
Yeah.
Can you get this picture?
Yeah. Yeah, look.
Ah, yes. Ooh.
Don't overcomplicate it.
Okay. No overcomplicating. Don't know. So we're going to use Fynn to create this sort of shape. And I'm just using the Lily Liner brush. Then I can go in with the brush from the bottom. Let's cure that.
Do you like H&M? You're a Primark girl.
I'm a Primark girl, me. It's alright. I do find some
It's very
things.
beige, isn't it?
Yeah.
H&M's very beige. It's Beige Dave.
It is a bit Beige Dave. I find some things in there, but Cassidy's got a, believe it or not, brown dress from there that she had one of her Christmas presents. Thing is with Primark, they put loads of stuff on Instagram that they've got. You go in the shop, not got it. It's so annoying. Then we're going to use the darker colour Diesel and fill in those little triangles. And again, I can go in with the brush and we'll do 2 coats of that. And the reason that I do the colours separately, so like I did the lighter blue first, didn't I? The reason I did that first is because I couldn't paint the lighter colour and then paint that darker blue next to it because they would just bleed into each other. One colour needs to be set before you put the next colour on. I'll just be all right, Mess. And then we need some of that. Right, then we're going to use Griff, which is our lighter blue, and we're going to do like this corsety kind of design. Coverage on that is amazing. You're going to need 1 coat of that. Right, same here. Slightly different angles. I like it. Look like bows, don't they, almost? Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to put little stones in those centre bits as well. I'm going to top coat it for now. Right, so we're going to do, now we did that little like fadey thing where we start with this colour and we get darker and darker and darker to sort of the effect of the layers of ruffles. Did Jason and Laura still live together?
No, she's moved. No.
Who was Aurora?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't know where. Don't know.
I suppose if they've got relationships as well. And...
He was in a relationship and then I think it went all tits up.
No. Which is what he's always said.
All went tits up.
went a bit tits up.
I think he moved out for the relationship and then I think it went tits up.
That's what I was going to say, because if you're in a relationship and living with other people, it can be. So this is what we've got at the minute. We're going to put some crystals on, obviously, because we need crystals, because this is RuPaul's Drag Race stuck. I mean, I am like still a bit, do we put more lips on, shall we?
And the side profile's quite cute.
So you think this one? Or this one? This one?
Both the same, aren't they?
That one's got drips.
Oh.
I just realised why people use stickers, because that was so quick. And then do you think maybe one here?
That looks quite good, doesn't it?
Yeah. So you literally just need a pair of tweezers, pick it up, place it on, press it on. Don't want the drips. Can we take it off? Oh no, we can't. I want to cut that off. Yeah. Just going to cut it.
Bing bang bong. There you go.
Yeah. It's just a tiny bit there that's annoying me.
Could be a surgeon, Kirsty. Do your own eyes.
Imagine that.
Oh my god.
Do you know there was a surgeon that did removed his own appendix
No way.
under local anaesthetic. And I think it was something like the 1920s. That's how long ago it was.
I suppose if you're in the excruciating pain, you'll do anything more.
It was. There was a reason he did it instead of somebody else. I think he... He was like in the Antarctic or something like that. And it happened and he had to do it there and then because he because he was so far away from civilization.
What was that film called where he chopped his own arm off?
27 hours.
27 hours, I was thinking of.
127 hours.
That film.
Yes, 127 hours.
Is that how long it is?
It's how long he was trapped between two rocks.
Really?
Oh, have you not seen that film?
No. Is it good?
So he falls down like he's running in the desert.
Just going to top coat these now while we hear about the gruesome story. Go on.
And he's got like a... He falls in between this crevice.
Yeah.
And a rock falls and jams his arm. Like it is sort of near his elbow.
I can't remember
his
where.
forearm. And he can knock the rock's massive. Yeah, just jams him there.
Yeah.
The rock is huge, like really, really, really big. There's no way he's going to move it. And
what is he cutting off with again?
Penknife. It's a true story.
So we know where we want the stones. We know which stones we want. So let's whack them on and make them a bit bling bling. Yeah, they definitely look better in matte. So you can just see more. So that's one set done for you, Duck. I think you need to wear blue sparkly.
Yeah, I do.
I think so. Or red sparkly.
Yeah.
It's a bit Christmas, though, isn't it, red sparkly?
I'll find something.
You'll find multicoloured sparkly. That's what you need to be wearing. There we are. So if you want to see how the other set turn out, keep watching because we'll upload that as well. Everything I've used today will be listed below. And Ahora, I hope you like the nails as much as Hayley does. Ta-da, Duck!